You know, last week we talked about Micah Parsons. When they traded for him, everyone was shocked. Maybe people didn't expect him to have this immediate an impact, but here he is playing like he's been there forever.
Yeah, Jay, and he's flying around, just disrupting everything. Even the plays where he's not on the stat sheet, he's just an absolute wrecking ball right now. And I think what's fun for him is that, to me, it's been a long time since he's been on a defense where he's got a ton of playmakers around him as well. This defensive unit as a whole, and you got to tip your cap to the defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, was unbelievable tonight. And this is 2 weeks in a row. You look at week one, the Lions were a great offense. They made them not look ordinary, they made them look awful. And tonight was the same thing. Jay Daniels was unbelievable last year. This is the worst I think we've all seen him.
Yep.
Micah Parsons was running around again, disruptive. Rashawn Gary got in on a sack. I love Quay Walker and Cooper. They're two inside backers. The back end absolutely hemmed everybody up. There's a couple zone balls that got away from them, but it was like play after play after play on all three levels of just pure domination. So it's been pretty shocking to see, okay, I knew this was a good unit, and it's only been 2 games, but it's been 2 good opponents that they have, again, they haven't made them look normal. They've made the other team look terrible.
And you alluded to the fact, Jaden Daniels, this is the worst we've ever seen him. This might be the best we've ever seen Jordan Love. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Are you starting to see him really figure it out now? He is the guy in Green Bay.
He's the guy, and you can see it even from the mentals, kind of where his eyes are. I think he's right on it. I think he completely has comfortability and confidence in what's going on. And you can see in some of the throws, he can be very accurate. Right now, he's one of those guys that is on the cusp of being in that top-tier category. And you see throws like this. And again, just manipulation of defenses and the comfortability in the pocket, the accuracy here. If there's one small critique I could make that will be able to elevate him into the Lamar, into the Joe Burrow, into the Josh Allen category, it's just there's a few accuracy throws.
Right.
You just saw one. Here's a 4th and 3 here. It's a very similar situation where it's like he just missed a couple home runs. And what scared me a bit was that it ended up being a blowout and they were in control the whole game. But it was a 7-point game in the 4th quarter.
Yep.
And it's like, again, I think the world of Jordan Love. I am not here talking any trash, but the next step for him is just if he connects on a few of those throws early, this thing is a blowout in the 1st quarter.
I love the Deebo Samuel addition for the Commanders. You know, Eckler until the injury. I love this. But you saw them last week against the Giants. That's not a very good Giants team at all. You see him against a good Packers team, and you start to wonder, was last year a flash in the pan for Washington? Or do you think, this particular night was just a blip?
I think it's a bit of both. You know, I think they definitely got hot at the right time last year. They did get a better offensive line, you know, getting Tunsil in there, getting a few other pieces. What scares me about Washington when you want to talk about being a contender is offensively, it's pretty much as Jaden Daniels goes, this offense goes. Where that's not the case for everybody else. You know, you look at some of the other teams, Philadelphia, they've got a million weapons, and they can beat you on the ground, they can beat you through the air. Green Bay tonight, you know, we talk about Jordan Love, we didn't get to talk about the bell cow.
Yeah.
Where tonight, the best offensive player they had was Zach Ertz. And that's not a shot at Zach, but when a 34-year-old tight end that's been in your organization for a couple years is your main guy on a primetime night, that's not a good thing. Now, I think McLaurin will get going here, but even that, it's like after that, there seems to be a very big dropout at wide receiver, and it's devastating. But Eckler getting hurt today as their backfield was not super strong to begin with, and then kind of losing one of the 2 main guys. It's tough because I feel for Jaden. I don't think he's really loaded with weapons. So if he's not going around making a ton of plays with his feet, making a ton of plays with his arm, you're going to get nights like tonight.
Kaylee Hartung is standing by to chat with the winning quarterback, Jordan Love. Let's take a listen.
To this NFL season, you're 2-0 against divisional contenders. How did you do it tonight?
Man, just team victories right there, back to back. You know, defense been dominant, been shutting people down, and offense we've been doing a great job putting up points and you know, finishing these games off. But it's a great start to the season. We just got to keep building on it.
What impressed you most about the way your defense contained Jaden Daniels?
Man, I mean, that whole offense over there, that's a really good offense, and just the way the defense has been flying around. You know, obviously we didn't get a turnover tonight, but they're hunting that ball, and they're flying around making a lot of plays. So you hold a good offense like that, 18 points, and let us go score, we're going to win those games.
Now, you told our crew earlier this week, this could be Tucker Kraft's year. Why was tonight his night?
Oh, I mean, Tuck, you never know when he's going to have a big night. He's just one of those players that, he gets the ball in his hand, he's always going to make that first person miss. And he's so hungry to finish forward and try and run people over. So you never know what night is going to be any of these guys' big night because we got so many weapons. But I'm glad that Tuck was able to finish with a touchdown right there. But he's just a great player.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Tucker Kraft did look good. What's the like as a former tight end, what's the ceiling for Tucker Kraft, in your opinion, as an NFL player?
In this offense, I think it's extremely high. The reason being is, they don't have a true number one, and they have a lot of what I think are very good receivers. Again, they don't have that one guy, but what happens is when you get this tight end who is going to be able to win matchups like you saw tonight, now all of a sudden when you're prepping for teams, it's like, okay, we got to, and I know he got hurt, we got to take care of Reed, and I think they'll get Golden, the youngster, going very, very quickly. Wicks, Dobbs, and you spend all this time, and it's like, wait, we've also got a pass-catching guy at tight end, and as we're trying to play the structurally sound defense, the matchups that he creates, hey, against a linebacker, if that's the way they're going to go, or even against some strong safeties in the league, Jordan Love's going to take advantage of it, and he's done it 2 weeks in a row now.
Speaking of tight ends with a lot of potential, is this the year Kyle Pitts finally?
I think it is.
Really?
Contract year. He had a good week one.
We're going to see him on Sunday night.
He had a good week one.
Yeah, because we've been waiting, highest drafted tight end ever. We've been waiting patiently for him to emerge. Now with Michael Penix Jr., maybe it happens.
It seemed like week one he was a little more involved. They can get this guy going. But I'll be honest, when I see this, I want to know what J.J. McCarthy does next.
Yes.
Who is this guy?
J.J. McCarthy, impressive in a week one victory. Michael Penix Jr., couple of second-year guys drafted in the same year.
Yeah.
McCarthy's just gotten in, missed all of last season with injury. This is going to be a fun one, folks. Sunday Night Football, Falcons, Vikings. After the game, you can join Luke and myself. We're going to break it on down for you right here on SportsCenter with Jay Onrait.